I would do to increase the fiber in something like a Siggy's to get it to the point of oikos is to add a couple tablespoons of chia seeds or some ground flax to that.
The other thing you can do, and I didn't bring any with, would be to combine this with a protein powder, especially like a milk protein, because it's going to digest very slow. And when we look at kids, you can, and we do this I do this at home with my kids. I have a 5 and a 3-year-old. We mix protein powder with yogurt, and you can make a mousse, you can make a shake, you can make a smoothie, and you can keep that carb content low. And then when we look at the chia seeds, you can add seeds and increase your fiber, so you have a lot of control over that macronutrient profile, or what ends up being in the final food, like carbs, protein, and fat, but you have something kids will eat.
Right. And you've had this before. You like it.
Siggy's is awesome.
Yeah. It's a little more tart because there is less sugar in them, but I like that about them. So I think it's a good choice. And another thing you can do with yogurt, and people sometimes forget this, is you can add it to like your bowl of oatmeal. So now you add some of this to a bowl of oatmeal, you add this container, now you got 15 grams of protein in your oatmeal. So I like that.
Right, and it's going to taste good, and it would give you an option when we're talking about carbohydrate management. Instead of grabbing the prepackaged flavored oatmeal that's going to be a lot more sugar, stay away from that. Buy the fiber board cylinder of your instant oats. Prepare that like a half cup, 150 calories, 27 grams of carbs. You can add this, and you're going to get the fiber from the oatmeal, the fiber from this, and you're not really going to get a lot of simple sugars.
No, and the protein in that.
And
so
you're also going to pick up the protein.
Choice.
So again, carbs and protein go together. And then we have the nut butter. Like this
is peanut butter.
These show up regularly.
Yes, I know.
In our videos.
You cannot go wrong with nut butters, you guys. They're a great source of protein, and I would combine it with like a cracker. This is a kashi. For 15 crackers, it's like 3 grams of fiber. So that's the serving is 15 crackers.
So how many total carbs? So we would be looking at
17.
17 total grams of carbs, and then if we pair that with I'm guessing this is 2 tablespoons, 170 calories, there's only 6 grams of carbs here, but another 2 grams of fiber, and you're getting the protein and fat. So when you're looking at that after dinner snack, 15 crackers or afternoon is quite a bit of food. Like it's a large volume of food and not a lot of carbs or calories.
Right. Another cracker you could use, I like these. These are Dr. Cracker. They also have 3 grams of fiber. And the cracker is about the size of this box, so it's a nice big cracker.
Is the doctor's name really Cracker?
Dr. Cracker, yeah.
Oh,
they're my favorites.
So this is something you can find at your grocery store. And again, we talked a little bit, I initially asked you, what would you tell somebody with diabetes to eat? You said cheese. So again, this would pair well with a cheese.
Yeah, you could do cheese and crackers, a nut butter and cracker. Those make great snacks where you're combining your carbohydrates with your protein.
And portable. So if you're sending kids to school, you can send your crackers in one small Tupperware style container and throw some nut butter in a small container, and away they go.
Right. So nuts.
Nuts are another one. And also the carbs show up, but they're also high in fiber.
Very high in fiber and there's some good fats in here, so healthy fats. So
and
I like
you can get them flavored.
Seeds are the same.
Well, I guess these are roasted, salted, but they have a lot of flavored ones.
There's different seeds. There's pumpkin seeds. There's sunflower seeds. So seeds are also a great thing to
seeds
snack on.
And they're mostly fat, a little bit of protein, and probably some fiber, right? Yep.
And then we said cheese with your crackers, so I like that combination. I like peanut butter on a banana or peanut butter on an apple. I like that combination. I like frozen or fresh berries. They tend to be a little lower in sugar, but they're also really high in fiber.
And you pick up the antioxidants as well.
So that's another option. And I would throw those like in my oatmeal or have them as part of a snack, or you can add more fruit to your yogurt. So I would do something like that. We do a lot.
We'll do 2 scoops of vanilla protein powder, 1 or 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. And right there we're at like 320, 340 calories, probably only about 4 grams of carbohydrate, maybe 5. Then load it up with mixed berries and make it really thick, like a Dairy Queen Blizzard or a cement mix, or you can pick your chain ice cream place.
That sounds good.
It has a consistency like that, but you're going to get all the protein, very little sugar, simple sugars that have that dramatic impact on blood sugar. You're going to get all the fiber, the antioxidants, and it's going to digest slow.
Right.
And you can do it so it's portable. You can do it as breakfast. You can do it mid-morning, mid-afternoon, or after dinner while you're watching TV doing homework before bed.
And if somebody a lot of people like to eat carbs at breakfast, like in waffles or pancakes. Take some waffles, look for whole grain waffles or there's different brands out there that have more fiber in them, and then spread some of that nut butter on it. That's like another option that's quick and easy. And we've talked about that before. You said with your kids you've done the high protein waffles.
Why not make them yourself, right?
Right,
and then you control what goes in.
There's several mixes out there that would work.
And you can hit the bulk section like we have at Hy-Vee and get your chia seeds, maybe some flax, and work that in. And then instead of using syrup, which again you can buy the sugar-free syrup.
Right, but you can also use like a little agave. That works just as well.
But there's still going to be carbs.
There's some carbs in there, but
different glycemic index and load.
Yes, it different has.
We probably don't
You're
want to
getting
talk
ahead of
about
us.
that.
It has a different it takes longer to cause a spike and digest.
So what is the measure of that? Is it glycemic index?
Yes.
So the higher the glycemic index, what?
The quicker that it causes a spike in glucose.
And what about glycemic load?
I don't know as much about glycemic load.
We won't cover that one today.
You're going to have to save that for another day.
We'll do that in another topic. So there are options out there. It sometimes is a matter of kind of taking a step back, catching your breath, relaxing a little bit, and then seeking out the advice of somebody that has worked, existed, or is a practicing professional like Lisa is. And we're lucky. She's right here at our grocery store.
Thank you.
She's available. I referred somebody last week that's got celiac disease. So you can sit down, have a conversation, walk the grocery store, and start learning what should come off the grocery store shelf and go into your cart. Because even though, like, when I looked out there, we were standing out there talking before we did the video, it's real easy to focus on just like the cheese balls, the crackers, and things like that. But with a little education, you start noticing that there really are a lot of good options in almost every aisle of the grocery store.
And really easy portable options as well.
Which I like the string cheese. All of the yogurts are like that. The Kind bar is like that.
That's a low sugar one.
It's a low sugar bar.
5 grams or less is what you want to look for
sugar.
content.
And the gas stations have these. Like our Hy-Vee gas station has. And same with the Blue Diamond almonds.
Your Quest bar has
we forgot the Quest bar.
21 grams of protein.
So again,
less
protein
than a
with
gram
carbs.
of sugar. It does use a sugar alcohol, but only 2 grams of erythritol. So
And
14 grams of
14
fiber.
grams of fiber. In the sugar alcohol, a lot of your diabetes-friendly food, you're going to find the sugar alcohols. They have 7 calories per gram, or approximately 7 calories per gram, but they don't have that impact on blood sugar.
No, they don't.
So this is if you're looking for that Oreo or that cookies and cream, it's not going to be an exact replacement, but it's a nice option.
It is, yeah.
All right, well, thank you for tuning in.
So don't forget, our class is coming up.
When is
on
that?
soups.
Is it on the 30th?
It's on the 30th of January.
Wait, what, we're doing soups?
Yeah, remember?
Oh, yes, I do. I remember last video where we went.
Yeah, I remember that. I forgot. So anyways, we're doing soups and a couple other things as well on January 30th at 6 o'clock here in the Hy-Vee Club Room here in Sycamore.
In Sycamore, in the club room in front of the store.
Right.
And